The safety on the deck of this boat is
Safety is important for me.
Well, that's how I got in the business. I slipped and fell. I was fishing by myself, 40 miles off Destin. I got back and I called a bunch of my contractor friends at the time that all had boats, and we all fished. They said they couldn't get the product. That's why I got into business. I looked around. I talked to many of the other companies. I worked with a couple of the companies. And all of a sudden now I had a nightmare on my hands, and I was dealing with guys that were not looking out for reputation or customer service. They didn't care when the customer got the product. They didn't care when they shipped the product. I did care. I took the customer's money. I got to get his boat done. Because we weren't aligned in business, those relationships didn't work out, and what they did was they created a competitor. So their bad business practice with the consumers in the market created High Tech Deck.
Right.
Because if I just would have been able to get service and get the product in my boat, I wouldn't have had to create my own company. That's how this business started.
I just think it's beautiful. You know, I think it's going to be durable. It's non-skid, you know.
All these big names you hear in the market, they know who I am. And they know that they made a mistake. With a Long Island Babylon kid, they don't know us Babylon guys, right? You know, you should have maybe serviced the guy and he would have never opened his own company, and now he's a competitor of yours and absolutely killing the market with the customer service, the quality, the craftsmanship, the turnaround times. Nobody's turning around a boat in 4 days, nobody.
And not getting a job like this.
And then we stand behind it. That means if anything happens on any part on this boat, and it's used for commercial.
You know, when I look at your product and I look at the quality and everything, I equate it to that light up there. That company that makes them, they're a Long Island company. That company there stands behind that light. You just look at the quality of that thing, it's like you're for it.
You know, you called me as a customer, but when I found out the history, and you're from Babylon, I grew up on the Babylon docks. You know, there was an old tackle shop there called Augie's. We used to get our egg on a roll in the morning, and you know, it brought back a lot of memories. And I told you with my dad, and he passed. It brought back a lot of memories. This end result here, and it's my dad's birthday today. If he was still here, he really would have enjoyed seeing us today and meeting you. So we've got a lot of history from the Babylon docks. My dad was a clammer. You were in the tuna tournaments with my grandfather.
Yeah.
You know, that's
the old Babylon tuna tournaments, I fished them every year.
You know, the shark
When I was 20 years old, I fished them.
When
we go way back.
You know, it really brought back my whole childhood. This project became sentimental. And I thank you for the...
I thank you, too.